Hi there. Today we're going to discuss make predictions. What will we learn today? Today we're going to make predictions using ratios, and then we're going to make predictions using equations. Vocabulary you need to know for today are statistics, survey, population, and sample. Make predictions using ratios. You can use the results of a survey or past actions to predict the actions of a larger group. Since the ratios of the responses of a good sample are often the same as the ratios of the responses of the population. Here's example number 1. The students in Mr. Blackwell's class brought photos from their summer break. The table shows how many students brought each type of photo. What is the probability that a student brought a photo taken at a theme park? Okay, so now what we're going to do is we're going to make a probability, which is a fraction, which is basically what we want over how many outcomes there are. So here we have this many number of students. So our denominator is going to be the sum of all our students. So 6 plus 4 plus 7 plus 11 is 18. And the number of theme parks is 11. So the probability of having someone come in with a theme park photo is 11 over 18. Now what we're going to do is we're going to create a prediction that if the population is this small, now we want to kind of expand it to a bigger population of the school rather than the classroom. And how you can do that is by using proportions. So originally we had 11 out of 28, and this was my theme park over my total. Well, now they're saying that instead of 28 being your total, there's going to be 560 students where he teaches. So we're going to put that 560 um, on the bottom where it says total, and we're going to put an X on top because we don't know what that is. So now what we're going to do is we're going to use cross products to solve this equation. So 28 times X equals 11 times 560. So now what you're going to do is you're going to find the cross product. So 28x equals 6,160. Then what we're going to do is divide by 28 on both sides to solve this equation. So x is going to be 220. So of the 560 students, you can expect that 220 students will bring a photo from the theme park. All right, here's another example. Every sixth person in the school cafeteria was asked to name where he or she would like to go for the school spring outing. 15 choose an amusement park, 10 choose a baseball game, 10 choose a water park, and 6 choose an art museum. What is the probability that a student prefers to go to an amusement park? So here we have to create our probability. So we want amusement park over total. Well, the total we're going to have to add 15 plus 10 plus 10 plus 6, and that's a total of 41. And there were 15 at the amusement park. So the probability of a student preferring to go to the amusement park is 15 out of 41. Now what we're going to do is we're going to take that probability and predict a much larger group. So the probability a student prefers to go into amusement park is 15 over 41. Suppose there are 408 students at Julia's school. Predict how many students prefer going to an amusement park. So remember, our 15 over 41 is our amusement park over our total amount of students. And we're going to set that equal to x over 408 because 408 is the total amount of students at her school. So now we're just going to set up our cross products. So 41 times x and 15 times 408. Now you're going to solve this cross products. So 41x equals 6,120. Now we're going to solve this one-step equation by dividing by 41 on both sides. And we're going to get x equaling just about 50. Okay, so 50 students. It ended up to be something like 149.2 or something like that. I'm sorry, 49.2. So we're going to say that this is just about 50 students. 150 students, sorry. 150 students. The actual answer was 149.2682927. So we're going to say 150 students. All right. A survey found that 85% of people use emoticons on their instant messengers. Predict how many of the 2,450 students at Washington Middle School use emoticons. You can do this problem two different ways. The most simple way that we can talk about is finding percentages. So what they're basically saying, 85% of people. So that would say 85% of people, and the people are 2,450. And you can remember that when you're doing multiplication, I'm sorry, mathematics, of means to multiply. So this can turn into 85% times 2,450. You're going to change your percentage to a decimal, 0.85 equals, I'm sorry, times 2,450. And this is going to equal about 2,083 students. Okay, you can do this either way. The other more popular way to do this is to do a cross products. So you know that 85% means 85 out of 100, and that can equal x out of 2,450. And you can solve this the same way that we did the last problem. Like I said, you can either do a proportion or you can do multiplication when it comes to the percentages. According to one survey, 25% of high school students reported that they would not get summer jobs. Predict how many of the 948 students at Mohawk High School will not get summer jobs. So here we're going to say 25% of 948. You're going to change this to 25% times 948. You're going to turn your percentage into a decimal. And when you multiply this out, you're going to get about 237 students. Okay. The circle graph shows the results of a survey in which children 8 to 12 were asked whether they have a television in their bedroom. Predict how many out of the 1,725 students would not have a television in their bedroom. Okay, so we have here that 54% don't have a TV in their bedroom. So we're going to say 54% of the 1,725. We're going to change the word of to multiplication. Then we're going to change this into a decimal, 0.54 times 1,725. And this equals about 932 students do not have a television in their bedroom. Okay, this is my last example. The table shows the results of a survey in which people were asked whether their house pets watch television. That's interesting. Okay, so there are 540 students at McCloskey Middle School who own pets. Predict how many of them would say their pets watch TV. Well, here we have 38% of them say that their pets watch TV. So we would say 38% of 540. Of means to multiply. Now we're going to change our percentage to a decimal, and that's going to equal about 205. So about 205 students say that their pets watch TV. Okay, so that was our lesson. I hope that video was helpful. Thank you. Bye.